The hollers and hills of West Virginia. It's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode. Stay tuned. Boo! Okay guys, so what are we going to do today? It's a nice day. It's warm. It's warm outside. It had a frost like snow this morning, so that's got me a little worried about things, but everything seems to have been all right. Just got back home. The grass is needing cut, but we're not going to deal with that today, I don't believe. Let's take the fence and stuff down over here and start working in this area right here to build our trellis, our Long Gourd Trellis. So let's do that. Guys, so we have took the fence down right there, and we have put 3 wheelbarrows full of compost in it, and we're going to put our first post down there where that green T-post is. We'll put a secondary one in the middle that'll be bracing both of them up. And then we'll put a third pole up at the other end, so there'll be 3 of them there, so that the 2 pieces of paneling can rest on them equally, and all that. So what we're going to do now is we'll go up here and cut our rebar here. And so what you need is the rebar, and let's see here. There we go. You need a piece of rebar. You need a cutting wheel. You can do it with a grinding wheel, but a cutting wheel will get done quicker. Tape measure, clamps, so you can clamp it down to your table or whatever you're clamping to. And what you want to do is you want to measure 3 equal, equal spots there, and then cut them to fit. And then I'll show you the next step, which will be drilling a hole just a little bit bigger than this into the ends of our posts, our wooden posts, and then you'll drive those in, and then that'll be the piece that keeps the wooden post together. So let's get that done. Okay guys, so we're gonna attach these two fence poles here together. Don't have to be perfect, just find the best you can on the center. Staple it. Yeah. Anyway, just find the best you can on center. Drill it out. Alright, there's half of it right there. Bring this other one over here and drill it just a little shallow. Don't drill the full length of what you got there. Don't drill the full 4 inches. Probably drill like 2.5, 3. Leave that little extra there so you can drill in, or you can hammer it into it itself. Alright. Now we'll just hammer this pole into the next pole on top of that stud, or a piece of rebar, whatever you want to call it. Yep, come on and hold that in. Lift up. Right. Hold it steady. Need to lift it up some more.
Pretty close to flush.
Yeah, no, it needs to be flush. It's got to be flush. What happened?
Drilled my leg.
Huh?
You drilled my leg.
You okay? Why would you hold it on your leg?
I wasn't thinking of it.
Honey. You okay? You sure?
I'm gonna probably have a mini round bruise there. Sorry.
Here, lay it down.
I just don't know what's the best way to.
Just lay it down and stand on it.
Just bounced off.
These last couple I went and just kind of sharpened them. Didn't really get a point on them per se, just kind of made a little rounded off there on the end with a tad bit of a point there. it helped drive that second one on there really well. I left the other end blunt so it would flatten out. That way if I ever want to pull these apart, I can, or I think I can anyhow. Maybe not be able to pull this one out of the end, but I can cut it off. But I can definitely pull them apart if I have it like this. So anyhow, we're going to drill this one, and you put this flat end first into that pole right there. Okay, it goes in flat end first, and then you drive it into the second pole. All right, so here we go. So we got all of our poles put together. Now we're going to take them over there and start putting them up. We will get the auger out and drill our holes and set the poles and do it like that. So let's get it done. Out here, production has stopped for the day. Boy, you just are a walking accident. So went in there and sutured him up. He's all good now. 2 little old stitches and we're all good to go. Good thing about being a MD, you can always staple or suture your children. No, I'm just playing. I did fix him up though. He's good to go. It was a little deep, but it wasn't enough to do anything. So cleaned him up, put some liquid skin on there, a butterfly, and he's good to go. And right there is what we got going on. That's going to be a nice trellis. We are a little. Well, first of all, we're not done, and stuff. But secondly, we got to get a taller ladder, finish that off. And then once we finish it off, it'll be good to go for years and years and years. We'll nail it up there as well, horseshoe nail it as well. So that one's done. Just got to drill one more hole, put this side up, and then this I had to redo. I re-drilled a hole in this end, put on that end right there. So we'll do that and then we'll fix that up. That's going to be a really nice, tall, really long trellis. And I was going to build a shelf for them to grow out on, but at 16 foot, I don't think I need to at 16 foot. I'm just, last year I had it up at 13 foot, and I didn't grow, or excuse me, I didn't have anything, but it was straight up. Now, I mean, of course, it did come out, and if I wanted to, I could, do something there and have it come out. But I think we'll be just fine at 16 foot high. I mean, nobody else has them at 16 foot tall, so I think 16 foot tall will be good, and should be plenty of room to grow one. If I have to, I can dig. I don't foresee that needing to be, but we'll do it. And this will end up being 8 foot wide. Well, actually, little over 8 foot. It'd be 8 foot 4 inches wide because their panels are 50 inches. And 16 foot tall. So that'd be a nice trellising for them to grow up on. Again, I mean, I don't need to climb up there and get them because, you know, they are what they are. I was going to climb up it and finish securing it. And Annie said, don't you dare do that. She said that was not a good idea to try to climb up there and secure it as I climb. Because I was going to, you know, just get right here at this last one, right there. And then secure the next one. And go over here to this side, secure it, and back and forth and zigzag all the way up to the top. And she said, do not do that. She said she was not comfortable with that. So, I mean, I guess I could see that, yeah. But I don't see where it would hurt anything to try, especially if somebody was down here holding it, like on the opposite side. If I climbed on the back side and they were on this side holding it up, I think you'd make it, I think. So, I don't know, but we got it done. For now. I mean, it gives you an idea of what we're going for, and so as soon as I can find somebody that's got a tall enough ladder, we'll finish it off and get that part done. That'll be good and done. So I feel pretty comfortable where I'm at right now. I mean, it wouldn't take another, you know, 10 minutes to put the pole in and set the other side, so we're good to go with that project, I believe. I did want to show you this because I didn't talk about it in it. What I did, just for extra precaution, is I made me some 4 inch long pieces there. And I guess I could take and make them even longer. I could go on ahead and get me some 4 foot tall pieces and put 2 foot on this side and 2 foot on this side. And instead of those ones like that, 2 inches on each side, I could have 2 foot on each side and just secure it like that and just give it some, you know, stability. But that's all these are for. There's 3 of them on each pole, and I probably could go on ahead and set another one right there. Now that I know where this bar hits on there, so I could probably set another 1 or 2 on there. It just helps give it some stability and everything. So that's what that is, and I didn't get to talk about it enough. I guess if you had, you know, if you were driving them instead of 8 inches, if you drove 1 foot, you know, you probably would have more, you know, bite. But I mean, it is what it is. So I thought 8 inches would be plenty. Probably wouldn't hurt to go 1 foot long and get 6 inches on each side. So if you're building it, probably need to just go ahead and do that. Just make them 1 foot long. I didn't have enough rebar, so I just did what I had instead of running out and grabbing more. And then I got that pole right there. It's propped up there, holding it up. It'll hang up there itself. That's just giving it a little bit more stability in case there's a wind or something comes through and wants to try to knock it around there a little bit. Anyhow, guys, want to talk to you real quick about something else before we end this video. I've been trying to look into the analytics a little bit more and trying to decide, you know, what's best for the channel, for you guys, not just for me, but for you all. I wanted to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, and there's been other people that's hit 1,000 subscribers in a year. Some of them hit 1,500 in a year. Some of them hit more than that in a year. And I try not to compare myself to other channels, because that's a bad thing to do, is to compare your channel with somebody else's channel. But I've hit some pretty good success over on TikTok, and so my TikTok's doing fairly well. You know, compared to this, it's doubled over there. I've got 880 followers now, so I'm trying to get them to come over here. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I want you guys to be happy. The people that's already following, the people that's already watching and stuff. And so I started joining these homesteader YouTube groups to find out what it was and how do they get their success and everything. And so one of the things that was suggested was maybe I'm making too much content too fast, posting too quickly, and it's y'all just don't have enough time to consume all of that stuff. And maybe that's the case. I mean, maybe, or maybe it's just not caught on yet, or, because there are people that I would legitimately sit down and watch every day. If they made a video every day, I would. Every day they make a video, I'll watch it. If they made a video every day, I would watch it. Now, it's either that or content is stale. And because it's stale, it's the same thing over and over and over again. Maybe you guys don't want to watch it then, right? So I'm trying to figure out. And another thing that was suggested was interacting more. Well, I interact with everybody. If somebody comments on my videos, I like it and I make sure I love it. Why? Because I think it's important to know how much your comment is valued. All right. And so, about 20 deer up there running in the field. And so I want to make sure you guys are valued. I want to make sure you guys feel appreciated. So I make sure I don't just like the comment, I love the comment. And I reply to every comment that I get a notification on. And if I don't get a notification on it and I go over to YouTube Studios and I find that I hadn't wrote a comment back yet, I write a comment back because I want you to know that I didn't overlook you on purpose. So here's the thing. Not a lot of comments happen. And I don't know if maybe a lot of you are like me and you watch it on the TV versus watching it on your phone or your tablets or whatever. I can't comment through my TV. I can subscribe on my TV, but I cannot comment on my TV. So maybe some of y'all are like that. And you just kind of forget. What I want you guys to do me this favor. It would be a huge favor for me, a huge favor for the whole channel, because I want to know what you guys want. I want to know, do you guys want videos every day? Do you guys want videos 3 or 4 times a week? Okay. What kind of content do you want to see? Do you want to see, more of the homesteading stuff? Do you want to see more of the gardening stuff? A good mix, right? Like one video of each, each week at least, and then videos of updates every, during the week. What do you guys want to see? Because I genuinely want to please you. It's my job as a creator to do a few things. One, my job is to educate you. All right, especially on a homesteading channel, my job is to educate you. 2, my job is to entertain you guys. All right, as a creator, I have got to make sure y'all are being entertained. And if you're not being entertained, you'll go elsewhere. If you're getting bored, you'll go elsewhere. So I want to make sure that you don't get bored. I want to make sure that you are being educated, that you're being entertained, and not just entertained as in, a little bit of, just as far as content, but we'll mix it up a little bit and do some different things. So out of the things that you guys know that I do, okay, that you know that I do, magnet fishing, metal detecting, woodworking, gardening, homesteading, whatever y'all guys can think of, you guys mention it in the comment section. All right, if you got suggestions, guys, I'm not an expert by no means. Suggestions down below, okay? I don't know if maybe I've given you guys this sense of I don't need your help, or I don't like comments or what. I mean, because I welcome them. I welcome the comments. I want to interact with you guys. But it's hard to interact when nobody interacts with you, right? When nobody's commenting. So I can't interact if you're not interacting with me. So I want to make sure you guys understand. Comment. When I say comment down below, please comment down below. And suggestions, we're open to them. All right, we're open to suggestions. Will I do every one of them? No, because some things I'm just so dogmatic on that I don't want to budge off of that, right? There are other things though that I am not that dogmatic on. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'll have to try that. So, you know, kind of, and then there's some things I just can't do, right? For various reasons, okay? So it's not that it's not a good idea, just can't do it right then. Have to put it in the toolbox, right, for later. So when I can do it, I will do it. So anyhow, those are some things I want to talk to y'all about. You know, do you want me to cut the videos back 3 to 4 times a week? About a 30-40 minute video 3 to 4 times a week. What kind of content do you guys want? Do you want me to do educational videos on chickens, ducks, etc., pigs, goats, etc., right? Incubating, whatever, right? And as we grow the homestead, more things will come available, right? Because I'm trying to get some Teloise geese eggs to hatch, so that would be cool, especially if they hatch, because then I'm gonna have geese that are like 4 foot tall walking around the yard, and they're more like a dog, right? They're huge. And so there's several things. I've been trying to get my goat. If we don't have a goat by the end of the month, then something else is going to happen, because I gotta have a goat, because I'm lacking that content that I could be having by milking. I'm lacking that content, and it's not helping my channel any. So we need that. We'll be having baby chicks soon. Y'all guys just seen the incubation video, so hopefully there'll be chicks coming along soon, both bannies and cross breeds out of what we got up there already. So those are always fun, watching chicks and stuff like that to grow. Got plenty of gardening videos coming up, getting ready to plant tomatoes, getting ready to plant a lot of stuff. All right, I mean, lots and lots of stuff is getting ready to be planted in the ground. So there's a lot getting ready to go on. We got more, we got boxes, we got raised beds we got to build. We've got watermelon patches we got to build for giant watermelons. We've got the garden we got to still till up. I mean, there's a lot that still needs done, right? There's tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff that needs done. I just don't want you guys to get bored of it. So if I think it's something you guys have already seen, I might throw a little bit in there just for content's sake, and then move along, right? If you already know what I've been doing to my pumpkin patch, there's no sense in me adding anything to it, right? Now, when I add more to the patch, of course, and we do that final till and everything, of course, I need to tell you. But until then, really no need to come back to this particular patch. I might need to take you up to the top patch and show you that, tell you what I'm going to do briefly, but that should be it, right? Tell you what I'll do to my watermelon patches, the garden, the marrow patch, and all that stuff, right? Cantaloupe patches and stuff. But anyhow, you guys, please, please, please comment down below. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what would interest you. Tell me what direction you want me to go. Do you still want the videos every day? Do you only want them 3 videos a week? Do you want 4 videos a week? Tell me what you guys want, because you guys is who I aim to please. All right, guys? I aim to please you guys, because y'all are what makes the channel, right? Without you, I have no channel. I'm just a guy sitting on here talking and posting videos. I can do that on Facebook. You know what I mean? So, and not have to edit and all the other stuff, right? Did it for years. So, basically, I need you guys, all right? And if I have, for some reason, failed to make that perfectly clear, that I need you guys as the subscribers, let me say I'm sorry, because we need you. Okay, we need you guys, because without you, the channel don't exist. The views aren't there, the subscriptions ain't there, the likes, the comments, the shares aren't there. Okay, guys, you guys are what makes the channel go. All right. So I'm just trying to do my best to kind of wrap my head around stuff. I'm going to try to do more content to where it's more scripted, probably, more, instead of just kind of fly by the seat of my pants. I'm going to try to do more laying out of things, more scripted things, kind of write it out, what I need to do, blah, 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 blah. Try to do less rambling about stuff, whatever. So hopefully you guys will have some input. I'm hoping this will open the floor, and you guys can feel, at freedom, to give your, opinions, give good feedback, good, critical, crucial feedback, right? I'm good with constructive criticism. I do terrible when it's just straight up, you know, hammering away, right? I can handle good constructive criticism. I don't do so hot whenever I start getting a bunch of stuff like TikTok. Go over to TikTok if you got one and check out my video. They took it down, the pig video where I was just talking about you know, going to butcher chili mac. They took that video down. Well, I you know, I appealed it and even wrote them an email, and they did put it back up. It's got 65.2 views on it, 65,200 views, and that was a few days ago that it had, and it had a lot of comments, and there was tons of hate comments, right? And so, I mean, like a duck to water, I'm just kind of like let it roll off my back, but I did smart them off. So only because they weren't being constructive, they weren't being, you know, having good input. They were just, that looks like crap, and cussing me and all kinds of stuff, and I don't do well with that. So I tend to get a little smart aleck with you, you know. I think one guy said, looks like the dog got it. I said, yeah, the dog, the cat, the chickens, the turkeys, everything got it, man, before we did. We let them eat first. One guy said it looked like I took a chainsaw to it, and I told him, no, that was the weed eater. All right, the weed eater is what done it, and I didn't want to use the weed eater. I would have rather used the hedge trimmer, but I used the weed eater because the hedge trimmer was down. So I mean, it's not like a bad smart aleck, but it is a little smart, like, you know, just enough to kind of like that little punk. You know? But anyhow, we're gonna get off of here in this video. So it's a beautiful evening out here. Surely it's beautiful. Tomorrow's supposed to be an even better, warmer day, and we certainly hope so. Man, I tell you what, that does not look like it in real life. See how that's shining out there like that? There's all kinds of clouds and stuff out there, and man, it don't look like that in real life. Man, it looks a little bit better. Anyhow, guys, don't forget, go down there and like and subscribe to the video. Hit that post notification bell so you're notified every time that we get a video uploaded. Look at that little rascal there. And guys, we really do appreciate you watching. And we'll see you tomorrow right here in the Hollers and Hills, West Virginia.
Don't forget to smash that like button. Hit that notification bell. Don't forget to share.
Thank you, good sir.
You're welcome. And subscribe.